Hey guys, it's Carly here for MFT. Today I want to share with you a quick way to make a scene card in case you're running short on crafty time. I love coloring critter stamps, but if I'm being really honest, it takes me forever. And today I knew I was going to be short on time. I've got 2 kids napping, but they don't nap for very long. I knew most of the time was going to be spent coloring a critter, and I had to come up with a card that was going to be quick and simple, but still give you the feel of a fun scene. So I've got this adorable Gnome for the Holiday stamp set, and it has this cute gingerbread house that I cannot wait to color someday. But today is not that day. Today I'm stamping it in black and white, and I'm stamping it off the edge of my card panel, which I think kind of gives it a more fun and graphic feel. And I'm going to leave it mostly black and white. Now, once I've got that gingerbread house stamped, I want to add a sentiment along the bottom. So I'm going to put it on my card panel, kind of where I think I want it. Then I'm going to close the lid of my Misty to pick it up. Then, without completely taking it off my Misty lid, I'm going to curve it a little bit, the way that I think it will look good. And then I can keep closing the lid and kind of double checking, like, is this the right curve? Am I going in the right direction? And then I can test it too before I commit to stamping on my panel. So I'm going to grab a piece of acetate that I keep in my Misty, and I'm going to put that over my card panel so that I can ink up that stamp and stamp it onto the acetate first and double check that I like how it's going to look. Now, I know if you've watched any of my videos before, you're probably smacking your head against the wall going, Carly, this tip again. But trust me, guys, this has saved me so many times. And especially when you're doing something like this, where you're changing the shape of a sentiment stamp, you definitely need to test it. Now, once you're happy with the stamp position, and I did actually have to move this another time before I was happy, but once you're happy, you clean off that acetate, save it for later, then you ink up your stamp and stamp it again onto your panel. Okay, so we've pretty much got our background scene now. We've got the gingerbread house, we've got the sentiment, and then I decided to add just a little pop of red. So I'm just doing some really simple 2-color blending on the candy canes and that other little piece of candy, and then I'm going to make a little visual triangle when I add my critter at the end. Now, the places where I've colored red, I'm going to add a few white highlights with a white gel pen, and I'm also going to use it as kind of a faux eraser and erase any of the red that went out of the lines. I'm going to grab a few black pens with different size tips so that I can create a little faux black splatter. I like the way the black splatter kind of breaks up the white background a little bit, and I appreciate doing it with a pen because I have more control, and when I try to actually splatter ink or paint, it gets to be a real mess. Okay, so I know I said the background is done a minute ago, but now it's really done. So now I'm going to spend the rest of my crafty time coloring a critter. And I love to color, but everything about the process takes me a long time. It takes me a long time to choose colors. It takes me a long time to actually color them and blend them. I often stamp and die cut multiples of a critter so I can have a practice one. It's just one of those things that it doesn't come super easily to me, even though I love it. And I just keep practicing, and I won't make you watch the whole thing because it really is slow, even when it's sped up. But that is my strategy. I usually actually color my critter first and then come back with the card, but today I knew I wanted to make a card, and I knew time would be short. So that's why I made the background first today. Thanks so much for watching today, you guys. I hope that you found this strategy helpful. I hope you are inspired to craft, and I hope you get time to do it. Definitely pop over to the MFT shop and check out all the latest, including this Gnome for the Holiday set, which is so cute. You definitely need it in your collection. And I hope I see you again here soon, guys. Thanks again. Happy crafting.